So when somebody, like when one of the children, like let's say I'm doing this, right? And then I see one of the children going like this, then I am going to copy that child. Mm-hmm. And this is a very foundational tenet of dance movement therapy, is that when a child, you see a child sit back and go like this, you do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to announce it, but you could. Or you could, you could say, I see so-and-so going like this, and you copy them, right? But you're not telling the other people to do it.
Right.
Because the other children might be doing, they might be doing something totally different, right? But when you say, I see so-and-so doing this, then it brings more awareness. That person who is doing this is like, oh, by golly, I was doing this. Or they just kind of have a little bit more self-awareness. And because you, the teacher, are copying them and mirroring them, unconsciously what they're getting is, and this matters. I matter, right? But meanwhile, the one who's doing this, we're not telling them to stop. Right. Because what's going to help the children is for you to be well, then any kind of breathing that you need to do to get there, there's two things. You could obviously just go into the kitchen area and take 60 seconds and do your breathing thing. But I've always been curious how to translate things into a way that's like developmental for kids. Because most of the techniques that I was taught were when I was in adult workshops. But then my day job was, doing this music and movement with children, which, in my younger 20s was just like, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Ring Around the Rosie. But I started weaving this other stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, and this is a breathing one. So I learned this breath of joy, which goes... Okay, you want to do it? You can do it. And just spread out. And so that's something that, would it be okay for the babies and toddlers to see this? Sure. Might they try it? Sure. Is it developmentally inappropriate and going to harmful to them? No. And so here it is. You breathe in, and you bring your hands up to here. You breathe in again. And then you breathe in again, and then you exhale all the way. And put your feet however is comfortable for you so that you can feel really grounded. So you can go breathe in. Again. And last time. How's that? So again, with the breathing, no shoulds. It's not that you should breathe this way or that way. You can remind yourself to bring your awareness to your breath. It will naturally get slower and deeper. And then you could, for the children's sake, you could add motions like breathing in and breathing out. Now, what I will add to this too is it works better if you feel it. Like if you're just going like you could be doing more damage than good. So ideally, when you breathe in, feel it. Feel the energy of that breathing in. Feel how your arms are rising and it feels natural. Feel how there's a natural inclination to open up into the sky. And breathe and notice what that's like. And then when you exhale, just notice what that's like. notice a kind of a relaxation and vulnerability and kind of like a natural collapsing that can happen. So when the children see that you are authentically exploring these kind of breaths and motions, that's going to be like really great for them to see that. And so it may be that that doesn't resonate with you, but you could maybe explore a Tai Chi class. Like in Tai Chi, it's more like this, right? And you can, even if you're taking Tai Chi, you know, you can kind of bring it into the classroom like that. Sure, do it in front of the kids, you know? Keep it authentic. Because I like I said before, I have tended to kind of exaggerate the motions, because I want them to really get it and feel it. So that's a little bit. That's a little bit about.
That's so important.
Breath. And again, just like with the drumming, usually you wouldn't be offering them a fast beat. You'd be offering them a slower beat. But not excruciatingly slow.
Right.
Like you're not going to have it so slow that when you see all the kids around you, you're like totally out of sync. See how you can have a slower, grounded beat and kind of groove into them too somehow. And then with the breathing, you know, you want to kind of have a more conscious breath, and definitely you're not going to do like, of course not. Like you're not going to do this with them. However, you're not going to have it be like so slow and drawn out that it's like that they can't relate to it. So that's a little bit about the breathing. Oh, so the thing I had started saying is that, okay, so you might do it just for yourself. You might think, oh my God, I need to go do some conscious breathing, or I need to do whatever. And so by all means, do it. And then I think that what got me decades ago getting really curious about this was because sometimes I would work from 7:30 in the morning until after 5:30 at night when I was running the after-school program too. I didn't do that very much. It was usually like, you know, one of the shifts, right? But it got to a point, there was a stretch in there where it was so crazy that if I didn't take the time that I had with the children and actually do things with them that were actually going to attend to my sanity, then the whole day would be blown. And so that's what really got me curious about how do these things that are good for me translate for a baby or for a toddler in a way that's developmentally appropriate. And so there's a lot of, and you can see because you're working with them, so you're gonna be able to tell. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm doing this Qigong practice while I'm with them, and they seem to be doing okay with it. Great, I'm doing okay with it. It's really helping me.